Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to achieve these bouncy curls using expression braiding hair. So if this is something you'd like to see, then please keep watching. So this is the hair we're going to be using. It's called the Expression Rich Braid, and I got it in color 2 simply because I do not like the extreme blackness of the color 1, so I decided to go a shade lighter. I'm cutting open the pack, and this hair is actually 75 inches long. At least that's what it says on the pack. So yeah, I'm just going to separate the hair from the pack and divide it in two. So I'm going to cut it in half where the rubber band was. Now that it's cut, I'm going to divide it into smaller sections that I'm going to be working with. I have my smaller sections now. I'm just going to take one section and begin to pull lightly on the end for a sort of messy look so that all of the hair is not the same length. So once I've pulled on the ends, I'm going to try to straighten it out and detangle it a little bit with my fingers as well as with a comb. To curl the hair, I'm going to be using flexi rods, yes, and I'm taking the section that I've already detangled and hooking it around one finger and then twisting it lightly to create a sort of hole at the top. I'm going to secure the hair to the flexi rod by bending the top of the rod over the top section of the hair, and then I'm going to continue to wrap the rest of the hair around the flexi rod with a little twist to my hand so that I'm getting the curl that I want, or the curl pattern that I desire, and that is it. So we're going to do this again so you guys can see clearly what I was doing. Once I have my hair on the rods, I'm going to transfer all of the rods into a big bowl and pour some boiling water over the hair. I'm going to make sure that the hair is totally covered with the boiling water so that the curls can set, and then I'm going to take it out and unravel the hair from the rods. I was very careful with unraveling because the curls were still wet and I didn't want them to get messed up or anything. And voila, that's the curl pattern we need for this look, and I was so happy that I got exactly what I wanted. After unraveling, I'm simply opening up the curls so that I have my entire length of hair and it's not doubled over on itself. Now, because I was very lazy, I only had 13 rods to work with because I couldn't go and start looking for the rest of my rods wherever I put them. So I had to repeat this process 3 times. Once our hair is ready, we can move to preparing our own hair for the installation process. So I'm just taking some Jamaican black castor oil and giving myself a little scalp massage. My hair is already moisturized, so I don't need to do that again. I'm only going to be working with a spray bottle containing some water. Now we need to braid our hair down so that we can crochet the curls onto our hair. So I'm dividing my hair into 2 halves, and then with 1 half I'm going to cut out a front section and put the back section in a bun. Now with the front section, I'm going to put in some cornrows going straight back. I don't want my cornrows to be too small, but at the same time I don't want them too big so they're not too obvious. So I'm going for medium-sized cornrows. I think I installed about 8 on each half of my head, so I had about 16 in total in the front of my hair. So these cornrows are basically just going straight back, and then once I get to the end of that section, I'm going to leave the ends unbraided. So about 16 cornrows in total in the front of my hair, and now I'm going to take the ends that I left unbraided and braid it straight down from one side of my hair to the other side of my head. So I have one big braid at the end of the cornrows in the front. Now moving to the back, I'm just spraying my hair with some water. So I'm going to split my hair into horizontal sections and then braid from one side of my head to the other side in alternating motions. So let's say that the first braid went from the left to the right, the next is going to go from the right to the left. After braiding down the final row, I'm taking my crochet pin and then I'm going to crochet my own hair upon itself. So I'm taking the ends of each braid and then tucking it into the other parts of the braid. So as you can see, it's all tucked in, all of my ends are tucked in, and now we're going to begin to crochet the hair onto my own hair. For the front section, I decided to go for a middle part, so I went with knotless crochet braids in the front. So what I'm doing basically is that I'm going to hook the crochet needle underneath my braid and then pull in a section of the curly hair that I want to attach to my own hair, and then instead of tucking the 2 ends into the loop formed at the base of the hair, I'm going to take just one end through that loop so that the other end is left hanging over the knot and it stays hidden that way. I don't know if that makes sense. I really hope it does. But basically with crochet, what you do is form a loop and then take the ends of the hair through the loop that you have formed. But instead of taking both ends of the hair, I'm taking just one end of the hair through that loop for the middle part of my head. For the rest of the sections, for the rest of the crocheting, I'm just going to crochet it as normal. Because the hair is curly, it's going to get pretty full pretty fast, so I'm making sure that my spacing is really wide. So say for every row in front of my hair, I have about 2 or 3 sections of crochet hair attached. Now for the back, again, we're making it widely spaced. I'm putting no more than 5 pieces of hair on each row on my head. The installation process is really fast. It takes about 30 minutes. So once you're done with that, all we need to do is trim the ends of the hair, trim off the excess frizz, and that's it. This hairstyle costs me 1,300 naira only, and I love it so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment telling me if you'll be trying out this hairstyle, and I'll see you in my next video.